Haley Odekirk, say hi, Haley.
Hi.
Hi. So Haley and I are going to go through your assignment today. Today's assignment is called Week 6, Day Number 3, Respond to an Email. So Haley, can you read the Part 1 instructions for me?
Below this a
Is a sample.
sample email sent to Joe. Read the email to Joe in the inbox below. Scroll down and make sure to
Complete.
part 2 and 3.
Good. So this is an inbox here. We're going to pretend this is an inbox. So it says inbox here. And then this is the to field. It says to Lindia Joe at students.dsbn.org. That's the person who received the email. And then you can see it's CC to Mr. Crawford here. CC means carbon copy. Haley, can you say that? Carbon copy. That means that there's another person who has who's actually a recipient of the email, okay? So I'm going to read the email aloud to Haley, and then we're going to talk about it, okay? So this is a fake email. It says, "Hello, Joe. How's life? My life is going fine, but quarantine is a little boring." Do you agree, Haley?
A little boring.
Nice. I would love to go to the public pool for swimming lessons. My parents got my brothers and I a trampoline for our backyard. It is a lot of fun, but I still miss the pool. My mom set up a projector in the backyard and we watched a movie on a bedsheet around a campfire on Sunday. I have spent a lot of time on my computer. I have made lots of YouTube videos and stuff. I have my own YouTube channel. I make stop animation videos with Play-Doh. Do you have your own YouTube channel? My parents think we might go back to school in a couple of weeks. I hope to see you at school soon. Do you want to hang out at recess or lunch? Looking forward to seeing you again, my friend. Sincerely, Jake. No relation to our Jacob, right? So this is a sample fake email from a friend. It's actually based on one of the amazing emails that a student wrote. And can you read the part 2 instructions for me, Haley?
Wait, where is that?
Part 2 right here on my screen. Can you see it? Now read. It's on page 2.
Oh, page 2. Okay.
Yep.
Page 2 out of 5.
It says part 2, now read.
Now read the steps on the right hand
column
for how to
respond
to the email. How do you think Joe would respond to the email from Jake?
So over here, we lined up the email with each step. So step 1 says, greet your friend. So a greeting is just like this. Hello, Jake. So obviously you're going to type hello, Jake, because that's the person you will be responding to, right? And then it says, respond to your friend's opening question. Haley, look at the bolded opening question. What is his opening question?
How's life?
How's life? So you would type something like, my life is great. How's your life? Or how are you doing? Or I'm fine, thanks. How are you doing, right? So step 3 says comment on some of your friends' stories. Share information you have in common. Ask questions about your friends' stories. So here, you have to kind of do some reading to review what this person is talking about. So Haley, take a minute and just reread that little paragraph here. And what do you think the topic is in this first little chunk here?
Probably that this person is very bored at home and wants to do things, and he misses his pool, and his mom bought him a trampoline, but he still wants the pool.
Yeah, so basically it's about things that the person can't do and then things that the person is doing, right? So in this particular case, it's all about swimming. This person obviously loves swimming and swimming lessons and they can't do it. So it says share information you have in common. Maybe something about a pool or something about a trampoline that you would talk about. Haley, do you have a trampoline?
I did.
You do? Oh, you did. So you could say that, Haley. If you were responding to Jake, you could say, I used to have a trampoline, but I no longer have it. And then you can maybe tell a little story about what happened to it. Maybe you got rid of it or you sold it or you didn't use it anymore. It was broken. Okay. So maybe there's an interesting story behind that you can share about your trampoline here.
There's lots of interesting stories behind that.
Oh, nice. Okay, you don't have to share with it right now because we're going to actually respond to it in the next part. So I'm curious. I'm going to help Haley type her response to Joe, and I would love to hear Haley's interesting story here. So, okay, number 4, it says read the next topic, comment on their next story, share things you have in common. So what's the next topic they're talking about here?
My mom set up a projector in the backyard, and they sat and watched a movie on Saturday night.
So this is kind of like, this topic might be like a really cool thing they did, right? So that's pretty special. You don't do that a lot. So maybe this is like a special thing. So maybe this part you could share like a comment, like, wow, that is really cool how your mom did that for you. She set up a projector in the backyard. That's really special. And then you can say a special thing my mom did for me or my parents did for me. And you respond to something that they had in common, right? Okay, the next part, it says, number 5, read the next topic. Respond directly to any questions your friend asks you. So what is the question that you would respond to in this paragraph, Haley?
Have a YouTube channel or not?
Good. Yeah, do you have your own YouTube channel? So, Haley, how would you respond to Jake's email here?
I do not have a YouTube channel.
Okay, so you could say you do not have a YouTube. Maybe provide a little bit of information as to why you don't have a YouTube channel, okay?
Because I don't want myself to be exposed to YouTube.
Nice, not bad. Yeah, I know you're a little bit shy. I can understand, and that's your choice, and that's great. And maybe share that with your friend, right? And then the last one, it's talking about, you can read this. It says, share your own story, make plans to get together in the future, ask your friend a question. So here, what is that topic, Haley?
He thinks that we're going to be going back to school in a couple weeks.
Very good. Yeah.
And this person hopes that they can hang out and stuff.
There you go. So then, again, it asks you another question directly, so we should respond to that so that we're not being impolite. Yeah, exactly. So we are obviously going to say, we're not going to say, no, we don't want to hang out with you, right? We're going to be, they're our friend. We're pretending that we're friends.
We're going to be nice to them.
We're going to be nice to them. Good. And then the next one, last part, the very last step is write some kind words inside your name. And if you notice, Jacob here wrote sincerely, comma, and then he pressed enter on his keyboard, and then he made sure he had a capital on his name. So that's really important. That's called a salutation at the end of the letter of the email. So we're going to do this together. Kaylee and I are going to write our email to Jake. So what do we start off with, Haley? Hello.
Hello, Jake.
Hello, Jake, comma. Now we need to respond to his question, remember? So we got to answer his question, then we can ask him one, okay?
Like
he's asking you, how's life? So if you look over here again, we got to respond to that question.
Life's pretty good.
Life's pretty good.
How about you?
Beautiful. How about you? And if you wanted to make that nice and big there, I got to make sure I have a question mark there. You notice a little squiggly. So I can go up to this and I can choose heading, and that will change the size of I'm going to do a heading 2 here, and we can bold it. Okay, so that's our opening to Jake. Now we need to respond to his topic here. So what is the first topic is talking about how he feels bored and he can't do certain things during quarantine, right? So let's respond to that first topic. What do you think?
Maybe I used to have a trampoline.
Great, but remember that he talks about how he's bored first, right? Yeah. So let's save the trampoline for the end of this paragraph. I'm glad you're thinking about that already. That's awesome, Haley. What's the next? What's the first thing we should do? Should we talk about? Do we feel bored? What do you think?
Yeah.
So you said something like a little bored. What do you?
A little bored?
Yeah. So we can add a little bit of enthusiasm here. A little bored. How do you feel? I feel like I am.
I feel like I'm captured in a cage and I'm not allowed to leave.
I love that. That's very descriptive. I feel like I'm in a cage, and what was that last part?
And I'm not allowed to leave.
And I'm not allowed to leave. That's beautiful. To leave. Okay, great. That's so poetic. Okay, now you can talk about the trampoline.
And I used to have a trampoline,
I used to have a trampoline. Yeah.
but everybody broke it.
But everybody broke it. Okay, interesting. Did you want to share a little bit more details about how that got broken?
We used to have a bunch of our friends come over, like maybe like 15, and we would all go on the trampoline and kind of just like kept getting rips in it.
Okay, we had 15 friends come over and all jumped on it at once.
Yeah.
And we all jumped on, oh, poor mom and dad, and it all jumped on it at once, and it kept getting rips in it. That's an interesting story. Very good. Now, if we go back up at the top here, if we go back to our steps, if we refer, it says ask questions about your friend's story. So we can ask him about his trampoline, or we can ask him about the pool. What do you want to ask him about, Haley?
Have you like ever had a pool? Like, is that why you?
So did you see here this key word? He said public pool. So we kind of know.
Oh, public pool.
So what can we?
What public pool do you go to?
Excellent. Very good. So what public pool do you have swimming lessons at? Right? That's a good question. Okay. So you are going to continue responding to Jake's email. Worked really hard with Mr. Crawford to type our response. So this is how our response looks in the right-hand column. So remember, we're pretending we are Joe and we're responding to Jake's email. So it says, "Hello, Jake. Life's pretty good. How about you? A little bored? I feel like I'm in a cage and I'm not allowed to leave. I used to have a trampoline, but everybody broke it. We had 15 friends come over and we all jumped on it at once and it kept getting rips in it. What public pool do you have swimming lessons at? That movie event sounds fun." Oh, we got a little bit of a space there. We fixed that. "What movie did you watch?" That was Haley's idea. That was a great idea, Haley. "The special thing my mom did for me is let me sleep in." That's pretty special. And then the next topic is talking about the YouTube channel. Remember, they asked in the email, "Do you have your own YouTube channel?" And Haley decided to write this: "No, I do not have my own YouTube channel because I don't want to expose myself to the entire world. I am a pretty private and shy person. What kind of characters do you make with your Play-Doh?" And then she wrote, "Yes, we can hang out at recess. I don't think we will be going back to school until next year. I definitely miss you and look forward to seeing you over the summer if we can. Sincerely, Joe." And Haley remembered to put a comma on. Haley, can you just move your cursor? Oh, there you go. Haley remembered to put a comma after sincerely, and then she pressed enter and she made sure that there was a capital on the name. Haley, amazing email. Do you have anything you want to say to your friends at home?
Hope you guys are safe and have fun and try not to be as bored as I am.
Yes, don't try not to be as bored as Haley. Just to let you guys know, you remember you have option A or option B. You can imagine you're Joe and write a response, and that's what Haley chose to do. Or you can copy and paste a real email from your friend and put it in the left column. So you're going to copy and paste it here, and then you can use the outline to above to write a real response to a friend. So if you'd like to do either, Mr. Crawford will give you feedback and check your back in a couple days, and you'll see I'll put comments beside here like I'm going to do with Haley right now. I'm going to go like this. I'm going to highlight. I'm going to put a comment. I'm going to say, "Amazing job, Haley. Love your response." Okay, so she's going to check back in a couple days, right, Haley? And she's going to see all my feedback to her, right?
Yeah.
You're going to check back every day, right, Haley?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Awesome. Okay, bye-bye. That's it.